What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video today. We got some pretty major news out of the Department of Justice. Trump Indictment 2 has officially been unsealed. Yep, the Department of Justice just unsealed the federal indictment against former President Donald Trump related to the classified document nonsense that we saw last summer. And let me be clear. Before I even start, there's three things I wanted to mention. One, I am not a constitutional scholar. I'm not claiming to be, I ain't. I'm not like 90% of Twitter that suddenly now they are experts at constitutional law because they read 5 sentences from the Constitution or something like that. They take 2 sentences out of context and I'm a legal scholar. Secondly, it's innocent before proven guilty. I may not be a constitutional scholar, but even I know people that are calling Trump guilty before the trial even happens, you're nonsensical. It's innocent before proven guilty. The DOJ has to prove he was guilty. And again, there are some serious allegations, but we'll get to it. And thirdly, if you don't think this is because he's running for a second term, you're an idiot. Or not even that. You're just delusional, or I don't even know what you want to call it. If you seriously believe they're not doing this, they're only doing this because he's running for a second term. All right, that's the best way to say it. If he wasn't running for a second term, they wouldn't be doing any of this. Let's be 100% honest here. Because Biden did significantly worse, Clinton did significantly worse, Obama did significantly worse stuff. I mean, Clinton, the 30,000 emails that got deleted, smashed her phone to pieces. I mean, that's far worse than what Trump is alleged of doing. But he gets in trouble? It's double standards. And the Republicans, they're just saying, well, it may be double standards, but it's still a bad thing. We gotta indict him. No. It sets a horrible precedent for this country, where certain people get off for doing far worse stuff than what Trump did. But Trump gets attacked and possibly thrown in jail because he's, what, running for a second term? That's what this is about. Even the people on MSNBC said Trump should use this as an opportunity to make a deal that if he drops out, they drop the charges. They said this. Rachel Maddow said the exact thing I just said. This is about him running for a second term. This isn't about, it's not about the democracy like they claim it is. Or, nobody's above the law. Which, true, nobody is above the law. But historically, we never, ever went after a former sitting president. And we never did this in the middle of an election. The last time this happened was what? 1912 or 1916 with Eugene Debs? I mean, this is what's really about. Political reasons. They're doing this because he's a serious threat to Biden. So they're going to try to throw him out. Give him in prison so he can't run. It's a complete, total travesty. If they were doing this for trying to, fix the country, that's one thing. But they're clearly doing this for politically motivated reasons. So let's get into it. What was in the classified documents? The indictment says that during his presidency, Trump collected items such as notes, photos, and letters, as well as hundreds of quote-unquote classified documents, and stored them in boxes. But the Presidential Records Act, I believe, says this is fine. You could take them with you after you're done being president. And I believe there are certain documents that are protected under the Presidential Records Act. I could be off, but not all documents, but the vast majority. The classified documents included information regarding defense and weapons capabilities of both the United States and foreign countries, United States nuclear programs, potential vulnerabilities in the United States and its allies to military attack, and plans for possible retaliation to a foreign attack. Now, this last part, this stuff when it relates to nuclear programs, this is the one part that Trump may have done some really dumb stuff with. The rest of this, I don't think so. Because, I guarantee if you search, Biden stuff, you search, Obama, Clinton, all of them. You will find stuff related to our military. I guarantee it. Even when Biden was the senator, he would probably have documents of, him and the nuclear program and stuff. Let's be real. Or I should say with foreign entities and stuff. But this is the one part that may be seriously problematic, if true. Because this is the DOJ we're talking about here. The DOJ has been full of themselves for years. Complete and total hypocrites. So we just got to see. I'm waiting for the entire case to come out. Because, yes, it sounds so good on paper, but let's see the trial. But the rest of this stuff just seems like a nothing burger. Oh, information regarding defense. Well, what does that mean? And again, this nuclear program stuff, what are you talking about? You talk about something from 70 years ago about like the first nuclear bomb? Or what? Because I'm just waiting and see. That's what I'm saying. Don't instantly say he's guilty. The indictment says that unauthorized disclosure of the documents could jeopardize U.S. national security, foreign relations, the safety of the United States military, and human sources, and the continued viability of sensitive intelligence collection methods. And I do agree that if this is true, that he had documents all over the place, even though 5 weeks ago we saw pictures of Biden, his garage filled with classified documents all over the place. But either way, let us say this is true, then that's bad. But they're making this sound like, he's selling secrets to Russia, but he's not. He just stored them, which they're two completely different things. Yes, he probably shouldn't, if this is the real thing, he probably shouldn't have classified documents, thrown at the wall. I understand that. But they're making it sound like, he's selling secrets to the Chinese or whatever. Which is ironic because just yesterday, the same day that this indictment came down for Trump, Biden was accused of pocketing a $5 million bribe while vice president. Yeah, just yesterday. And technically it came out today, but according to an informant, that Biden, had a $5 million deal with the Chinese. Or I should say Ukrainian. Which, if true, that's probably a far bigger story than this. Because you can make an argument he didn't steal them correctly, it was probably poorly managed. But if the former vice president made a $5 million deal with the Ukrainians over some God knows what, that's even worse. Where's the investigation into this? I don't care what that James Comer says. He talks a big game, but nothing's happened so far. Nothing. But again, this is a bad situation. I'm not denying that this could be poor if it's true that he just had, nuclear secrets all over the place. But it sounds like he may have had like one document. Who knows? Trump was personally involved in the process of packing and moving boxes in January of 2021, per the indictment. Which, I can't imagine Trump, looking through every single document, picking which ones he want to keep. But maybe he did. The boxes with classified documents were then stored in various locations on Mar-a-Lago, including a ballroom, a bathroom, and a shower, an office space, his bedroom, and a storage room. But I could have sworn they said something differently months ago, but maybe they had different information. Either way, Trump is getting, 31 counts of the Espionage Act. After his presidency, Trump kept classified documents either created by or implicating the CIA, Department of Defense, and National Security Agency, among others, the indictment says. The indictment says Trump also showed classified documents at two other times in 2021, including a Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, when he shared the documents with a writer, a publisher, and two members of the staff, none of whom possessed a security clearance. Trump showed and described the plan of attack that Trump said that was prepared for him by the Department of Defense and a senior military official, the indictment reads. And this is serious. I'm a Trump supporter. I obviously said that. If this is serious, Trump walked right into a trap with this one. A boneheaded mistake if this is true. And apparently there's audio coming out, but there's some serious concerns about that. I mean, right here. This guy on Twitter, Jeff Clark, he was a former U.S. DOJ double assistant attorney general, pretty much someone who does somewhat know law. In paragraph 6A on page 3, we hear about the recording of the Bedminster call, which the MSNBCs of the world have been beating a dead horse about for quite a while, based on such leaks. That means that Trump lawyers could not possibly be the source of the leaks, because we've had multiple leaks about this. The leaks are coming from the DOJ. So these supposed, leaked audio that's being released, it's being leaked right from the DOJ. If this is the case, that they're leaking the audio to the, the media and stuff, this is not good. This is terrible. Because it just destroys all credibility the DOJ have. Oh, we're just gonna, secretly, release the important audio to the media first. This is grounds for granting a motion highlighting jury pool poisoning, dismissing the indictment before it reaches even its 1-month birthday. That's true. Because if they did in fact leak this to the press, there is serious grounds of dismissal. There can be. So it doesn't even matter if, Trump actually did some of this stuff. If they did actually leak this audio to the press, they may have a serious case for dismissal right off the bat. So I'm just a wait and see guy on this, because remember they made a big deal about Russia and how they had secret recordings of all this other stuff. Well, we just got to see what happens. And because it could either go really poorly for Trump real quick, or this may be another nothing burger. But I've read a lot, and it seems like the whole stuff when he talked to other people about like the nuclear stuff, it's just when you read the listen to the audio and stuff, it seems like a bit cut. It seems like there's some stuff missing, but we just got to see what happens. Again, if it's true that Trump did this stuff, it does raise some serious questions. But what about the indictments to Obama, to Clinton? They did far worse than Trump. Even Menendez, the senator from New Jersey, some of the most egregious corruption charges we've ever heard, and he got out scot-free. So where's the indictments for them? Where's the punishments for them? They're clearly only doing this because he's a former president and he's running for a second term. This is a politically motivated, nonsensical push. There may be serious stuff in it, but this is what it's really about. They want to be bringing these charges if he wasn't running for a second term. So I'm hoping that we get a quick answer about what's real, if this is real or not, whatever. I'm praying that this doesn't open up a can of worms, because people are just seemingly ignoring the fact if they actually indict him and it's proven that they did leak the stuff to the press and all this stuff and they throw him in prison after this, it destroys all little faith people would have in this country. It would end in a disaster. So the DOJ better have some really good evidence, real top-notch evidence to prove that Trump actually did a lot of this stuff, which there's some question marks about. These are, even under the Espionage Act, we just got to see. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.